me see if I can fix this a little better. That's better. I've had somebody ask me about a specific guru, and women in the ashram are complaining about him doing sexualized things, saying he's doing Tantra. Okay, well, let me explain some things about Tantra, okay, and Guru. Guru means weighty with knowledge. Tantra is using the weaving of life to move forward, is what Tantra is. Now, Tantra is just being so... I don't talk about it because some people think Tantra is black magic. Other people think Tantra is all about sex. And neither of those are correct. What is with this thing? This thing just keeps... Hopefully it stays this time. But if people see the Buddhist, the statue Yabyum, it's called Yabyum, and they say, well, it's sexual. Well, actually, Yabyum is supposed to be showing the coming together of the physical and non-physical realms. Okay? That's what Yabyum is. Now, in the old days, the tantric masters, God, this thing just keeps... You know, what they're selling now is they're selling sex. That's it, plain and simple. Okay? So it's nonsense. Although I do have to do a caveat with that. If you have a Kundalini awakening, that energy's awakened, and you do have sex with somebody, it can awaken their energy. I will put that caveat out there. Okay? Now, Tantra, real tantric masters do not teach classes on Tantra. Okay? It's not a class type of thing. That's not a real tantric master. And real Tantra, the sexual aspect of it, let me give you the history of how and why. This thing is just really... Let's see if I can get this set. The tantric masters, these were Brahmins that were going and wanted to move forward. Okay? Now, if you know about the caste system, and you know about Brahmins, if an untouchable shadow falls upon them, they have to go and, you know, do these rituals, everything, because they say at that time they've been polluted. Okay? Brahmins have rituals when they eat, they have to wash out their mouth, they do, you know, it's all this stuff that goes on with it. So, what happens when these Brahmins would go, these tantric masters would choose the women that they had sex with. They didn't bring some woman with them. No, it wasn't that. And what they did was they hooked them up with an untouchable. Okay? Someone that if their shadow fell upon them, they would be, oh my God. Okay? So this was done in order to break through their consciousness about pollution. That's why it was done. Okay? To break through, a radical breaking through this ideation of pollution. Okay? So it wasn't this thing that they're touting now about you're going to get higher awareness if you have sex with them. Nothing to do with that whatsoever. Again, it was a radical way to break through their ideation of pollution. Okay? So when you get these ones out there, supposed to be a guru, weighty with knowledge, and they're supposed to be teaching a right-hand path, and they're bringing in sex, that's just for their carnal desires. Okay? They're running a game on you. And let me tell you, as a guru, we have more consequences to our actions. Okay? So they are going to have a very heavy price to pay for these things that they're doing. Okay? So again, the statue of Yabum is about bringing together the physical and non-physical realms. And Tantra is using the aspects of life to move forward. But left-handed Tantra was about breaking through the conditionings. Okay? A radical way to break through the conditionings. Like you see the Agori Babas. Everything that's polluted, they say, is clean. Okay? And again, it's a radical way to break through the conditionings. So that's what I want to say about that. Again, Tantra is bringing the physical and non-physical realms together, but through life experience. Tantra is about the weaving these things together. Sometimes you use a method to break through, okay? To break through conditionings. But when you see somebody that says they're a tantric master and they're teaching classes and this and that, and you're going to have sex and you're going to higher awareness, okay? They're selling sex. Okay? So yeah, don't buy into it. And you get some supposed guru that's going to sell sex and say you're going to move forward in it because they're selling sex. Run. Don't walk away, run away. Okay? I've seen so many of these ones that fall into that realm. So that's all I'm going to say on that. I don't get into too much about Tantra. because again, there are so many mistaken notions about what it is and what it's not. Okay? But I can tell you again how it was actually used, and it's nothing like what these, egotistical, narcissistic con men are doing. Okay? Because they're just out to fill their carnal desires and want to convince you that if you have sex with them, that you're going to suddenly become enlightened and your higher awareness and this and that, and this is going to move your energy forward. They're being deceptive. So for the last time, the way that it was used was to break through the conditionings of these high-born Brahmins that have been conditioned to believe that even if an untouchable shadow fell on them, they would be polluted. Okay? So it was to break through that mindset. Okay? And that's the reality of it. So that's all I'm going to say on this today, because again, it's very, very misunderstood. Okay. So on that note, I'll leave that here. We'll see you online.